Welcome to this tutorial on importing PowerShell modules. In this video, we'll explore the Import-Module Cmdlet and learn how to load modules into your PowerShell session to access their commands. Modules are fundamental building blocks in PowerShell that extend its capabilities, and understanding how to import them is essential for any PowerShell user. PowerShell modules are packages that contain cmdlets, functions, variables, and other resources. Think of them as organized collections of related commands that work together to accomplish specific tasks. Modules extend PowerShell's functionality beyond its core capabilities, allowing you to perform specialized operations. They are also reusable, meaning you can use them across different scripts and sessions without having to rewrite code. This makes modules incredibly powerful for maintaining clean, efficient PowerShell environments. The Import-Module Cmdlet is your primary tool for loading modules into your current PowerShell session. Its basic syntax is straightforward. Import module followed by the name parameter and the module name you want to load. Once you import a module, all of its commands become available for you to use in that session. This is the gateway to accessing thousands of specialized commands that aren't available by default in PowerShell. Let's look at some practical examples of importing modules. You can import a module by its name, such as Import-Module Active Directory, which loads the Active Directory module. You can also import by specifying the full file path, like Import-Module C:\_modules\mymodule.psm1. Additionally, you can import multiple modules at once by separating their names with commas, such as Import-Module as pester. This flexibility makes it easy to load exactly what you need for your current task. Import-Module offers several useful parameters to control how modules are loaded. The force parameter re-imports a module even if it's already loaded, which is helpful when you've made changes to a module. The global parameter makes the module available in all scopes, not just the current one. The prefix parameter adds a prefix to command nouns, helping you avoid naming conflicts when multiple modules have similarly named commands. Finally, the PassThru parameter returns the module object after import, allowing you to capture it for further manipulation or inspection. Here's how these parameters work in real scenarios. To force re-import a module, you'd use Import-Module pester-force. This is useful when you're developing or testing a module and need to reload it with updates. To add a prefix and avoid naming conflicts, use Import-Module Active Directory-prefix a d. This would change a command like getUser to getADuser. To import a module globally so it's available everywhere in your session, use Import-Module mymodule-global. These parameters give you fine-grained control over module behavior. After importing modules, it's important to verify they're actually loaded. You can use the getModule Cmdlet to check which modules are currently loaded in your session. Running getModule by itself shows all loaded modules. If you want to check for a specific module, use getModule-name followed by the module name, such as getModule-name Active Directory. This confirmation step helps ensure your environment is configured correctly before you start using module commands. Let's recap what we've learned. Import-Module is the Cmdlet that loads modules into your PowerShell session, giving you access to their commands. You can use various parameters to control import behavior, such as force, global, and prefix. Always verify that your modules are loaded correctly using getModule. Remember, modules are what extend PowerShell's functionality, transforming it from a basic shell into a powerful automation platform. With these fundamentals, you're ready to start working with PowerShell modules effectively.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.